Good morning, guys. Here we go again. Taking up from where we left off last time, we can see that Japan's just declared the war on China. However, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling that we're nearly ready for this war. We aren't quite there yet. We need another, 60 days? However, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be good. How are we doing? Check our production. Yeah, we still need a lot of artillery. We've got another one coming out shortly, another 15 days or so. We're just going to double that. It's still not going to be enough. But you know, it's all on the way. We've got the interwar artillery. That's just going to make all of our... It's not a unit itself. It's just going to make all of them better. We're in 1937, so we don't really want to... This is anti-air and anti-tank. There really isn't any point in doing these, not at the moment. We're not going to be dealing with much of a way of an air force. I believe Bolivia does have a little bit of air force, but not really anything to worry about. We could do that recon company that I wanted. Still not in 38. What are we like for this? Not quite in 38. We could probably do with a bit more of this, though, to be perfectly honest. No, screw it. I want better fighters. Can modify our government again. Now, here's another cool thing. Because we're communist, we can jump straight from here and we can go to partial... In fact, we can go to warm economy. This is going to basically increase all of our military factory speeds. It's going to cut down the amount that we send out to the civilians, producing like consumer goods and such. Sorry, that's an old hard to buy and free reference, that one. And it also increases the speed we can convert our factories. So yes, let us do that, because we're actually building military factories here at the moment. 10th of October. And bars. We've got another, nearly another 2 units ready. So hovering over the planet is going to show you how we're going to do this. You can see the red's where we're going to fight. We're actually going to ignore these 3 provinces here. There's no victory points on them, we don't need them. Once we're kind of down to this kind of area though, I might actually jiggle a couple of units round, because you do get a bonus for surrounding. I'm going to supply an extra artillery. See, it's not built up to the speed yet. It's quite low. It's only 13.8%. It does increase. You can see it's basically going up nearly 1% every week. And the more we do, the faster it's going to get. And we should soon be churning out artillery. Now we can actually just change. If we went from like artillery to producing tanks, for example, it's going to completely kill our production. Going from towed artillery 1 to towed artillery 2, it's going to kill our production, but not as much as if we just completely changed the line, like entirely. So if we went to like a tank, it basically reset it to 0. Going to 2, it's going to knock down. I'm not sure of numbers. We'll have a check when we go there. But it's a good idea to kind of keep artillery working on artillery. Oh, can you feel it? We're so close. Another month and we shall start our war. In the meantime, what we're looking at there, there's over a month for that one. It's a shame. We're going to get improved machine tools. This is going to increase our production efficiency cap. So our infantry equipment and such like that, I mean, they should be maxed by now, nearly maxed. So it's going to go up even higher by another 10%. So the cap's actually going to be 65% as opposed to 55 where it's at the moment. We're nearly there. We're 51.1. Our support equipment is actually maxed, so that's going to benefit immediately. So if you look at 6.25 a week, what do we want? We'll go for this. Doctrines. Yeah, probably shouldn't have left this for as long. Never mind. We will go. I don't really think mass assault's something we're going to be going for. Let's go for grand battle plan. This is going to, you know, I'm sure this one let you double your planning bonus. It went from like 100% to 200%. 30. I might be wrong. Okay, superior firepower it is. This is going to basically increase our soft attack, and obviously we're going to be front loading with infantry and artillery, which is all going to be soft attack, so they're going to instantly benefit from this. It's going to take like 250 days to do, so it's not going to be ready in time for our first war. However, it should be for our second one. Speaking of our second war, let's start fabricating on Paraguay. Now, we can't actually fabricate on 2. It'll cost us more, obviously. However, once we do it, it's going to give us less world tension. We've got another artillery slot. I really kind of do need some more equipment, to be honest. Oh, I've just realised I did say I was going to do recon, didn't I? Oh well, never mind. So, yeah, air combat. Air combat in this game, you know, the fact is you need fighters. If you haven't got air superiority, all your other stuff either is going to die, getting shot down by their fighters, or not be effective. You really kind of do want to stack. You want to have more fighters than that, and here we go. We can now declare war, and we are going to conquer the crap out of you. Come here. We're just going to activate the plan. Let's say it's not going to be particularly hard. Our planes automatically launch. If we check the battles here, this is them attacking us. It's green, we're winning, that's good. This is them. They don't have air superiority, so they get a minus. We don't get a buff. We would need close air support to have a buff. But, you know, it's not too bad. They get a minus, it's always good. This is just us fabricating on Paraguay. Is it Paraguay? Yes, Paraguay. And we're going to continue down this. Oops. The idea is we're going to get to 50 military 50 factories, and then we can do stuff. Well, let's hire an infantry expert. He's going to give us an extra 10% attack and defense for our infantry, and as that's kind of what we're using, it's all good. And we'll unpause this. There we go. We're moving in now. They're fleeing. They're fleeing. Let's say we're going to push in quite quickly, hopefully. This should not be a particularly hard war. You do realise now I've said that it's going to take absolutely ages, and we're going to lose like bazillions and bazillions. Bazillions and bazillions. Sorry, that was a shit joke. Okay. So we were at 36% world tension. Oh, what's this? Missing equipment, yeah. Yeah, we don't have enough fighters. Surprise, surprise. Now, ideally what we want to do, they're getting all their supply from their capital city. If we can, we want to surround these units here. You can't kill units in this game as such, not by like conventional warfare. They'll retreat and such like that. If you manage to surround them and they can't actually go anywhere else, you'll stack wipe them. And stack wipes, as in EU4, are fantastic. We do want all the stack wipes. We want to have all the stack wipes. Just not to our land dudes. World tension's at 36%, Japan being naughty, so it'll kind of go up automatically. I don't believe there's a way to avoid the Second World War. between Germany and Japan, you know, it's just going to escalate. Oh, I suppose Italy as well. We've nearly won this battle. We're going to get them to flee and we're going to push in here. Just going to move him automatically there. How awesome will it be if we manage to capture their main city? Oh, I think we have as well. And there you go, that's them surrendering. They're like, oh no! So, yeah, we're going to take everything. Now, the first time I actually played this game, I'd clicked the button and I pressed it again because I wasn't sure it was working, and I'd actually managed to remove them. Make sure your demands are on this side. So yeah, we're going to take Uruguay. End turn. There's nobody else in the war. This passes if there's other people involved in the war. So we're going to take Uruguay and done. And that's it. They have now been fully annexed, which is fantastic. So now what we're going to do is we're going to size up against our next foe. Yeah, that's the one. So our front line is going to be there. Our offensive line is basically going to be there. I don't think there's any more victory points. No. Oil, steel and tungsten. What are we producing? Ah, yes. So yeah, I think we're going to have to get tungsten and steel. Yeah, tungsten and steel. I say I'm not too bothered about the oil for the convoys. Our good friend the Soviets, we're going to have some tungsten and some steel with the Soviets again, why not? We could actually trade with America, which would be kind of funny, but so we should just be short on the oil now, that's fine, because it's literally the only thing we're using the oil for at the moment is producing convoy ships, and I'm not that bothered about the convoy ships. When we start producing tanks, we are going to need so I just assigned him to there, and we'll give him that battle plan. Okay, to modify our government again. Fantastic. Do we want to do the tank thing? I think we might. I think it's just defence, yeah. Just our fabrication. Or we could change our focus. So the focus basically keeps more of it in your country, your resources. There is actually a resource map if I'll just switch to that for a moment. So we're getting all these resources at the moment. I see we don't have money. We've got a good chunk of rubber there. At the moment we're keeping 75% of everything within our country, and we're exporting 25%. Yeah, the Landslust Austria. Nearly there, political commissars. We'll get to modify our government again. These ones that we're doing at the moment give us a stupendous amount of points. Let's do it. Let's get a tank designer. This is going to increase our research speed for any tanky type stuff, and it's also going to increase any tanks that we have reliability by 5%. 19 days. That's 1934. And then we've got to go straight into light tank 2. There's no point in building these light tank 1. Let's just go straight to light tank 2. And unpause it. Bad to Kev. Our fleet actually doesn't need to do anything. We're going to Paraguay. They obviously don't have any coastal, so they're not going to have any convoy ships. They might be importing, I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually about that. Actually, if can you import from other countries if you're not coastal? I don't know. So yeah. Paraguay, it's got 4 tungsten and 2 steel as well, which, you know, it'd be all good. What we want is getting to Bolivia. 102. 102 tungsten, that's going to be very nice. We are going to use that. And Peru's got oil, which is very nice as well. As does Colombia, Venezuela. Look at the oil there in Venezuela. I'd like to get Venezuela. Argentina, tungsten. A little bit of oil. Bolivia is definitely next. That's going to kind of be the point that we're going to need to get to. We do need some. There we go. I've got the light tanks. As I said, straight to light tank 2. And unpause it. Now, unfortunately, there isn't actually an airport close enough to Paraguay. The fighters that we're using at the moment don't have the range to get over there and assist. We are just researching up to Fighters 1 at the moment. It is possible if we get enough... I suppose we could build some more military factories. Let's do it. I don't think it's going to be ready for the war, but why not? If we build one there... One there. Oh, one there. One there. Yeah, that'll do. So we're up to 38 factories at the moment. We've got, what was it, 8 factories, did I say? We were at 30 or 31, I can't remember. But yeah, we've got some extra factories from conquering here. If we get into Paraguay, we're going to get some nice factories as well. And then we're going to get into Bolivia, and then hopefully, once we do Bolivia, we should have over 50. Which is going to let us get the additional research slot and do the whole, let's join the communists, sorry. Yeah, missing fighters. I've got them set to reinforce. Yeah, it's fine. We could build an airbase, like just along this border for this. However, I don't honestly think we're going to need it, especially if we get tanks. Speaking of which, how's everything coming along? We're going to need to ramp up our support. Yeah, we've got a Fighters 1, fantastic. 1940, naval bombers are so good. However, we don't need naval bombers. You can get long-range fighters down here. However, we'll have to do that and then produce them, and I don't believe that's going to be done in time for the war. Let's continue on with... Oh, we can't do the doctrines. Well, we are in 38 now. Yeah, it's always good to stay ahead with these research buffs. The sooner you get, and the more bonuses you're going to get for everything else. So it just kind of makes sense. So yeah, with these, sorry, right click there. With these plans, you can actually do quite like intricate things. I know these are just kind of like basic. Oh, you just go straight here, take this, and you know this is literally a 2-step move. We're going there, and then we're going there, and then we're going to conquer it. You can actually create like individual units, and you can get them like going round, and you can get them like flanking enemies and stuff. We'll see that a lot more when I develop the light tanks, because you know that's what light tanks are really good for. Breaking through the enemy, cutting off the enemy supplies, and then your infantry can literally just mop up what's left. Oh, we've got another 3 units. Let's assign them to him, and let's make sure they are on the plan. We nearly have our justification for war on Paraguay. It's going to literally take another 50 days, sir. We've got political commissars. I believe that's... Oh no, we can't. We'll go there. This is going to give us... let's have a look. 5% national unity, which is always good. We're going to get taxing core territories. Yeah, let's go that. However, more importantly, it's going to give us the ability to get the next research slot, so we can modify our government again. Do we need change? No, we don't need our manpower yet. Brazil starts with a staggering amount of manpower, considering it's like such a minor country to start with. You really feel the sting when you're playing a smaller country. Your manpower can't quite keep up. We do have laws that let us change that, however, we don't need to just yet. Yeah, 1938, let's do this. Yeah, I'll say we want fighters. We're going to go for that. Oh, gets to again, fantastic. That'll give us a bonus for them. We don't actually have any ground support at the moment. So this will basically make all of our fighters better. Do I want to do that? No, I don't think I need any of those just yet. So the ones that we go for here be a popular popular figurehead, which will give us an extra 15% national unity. Do we need a monthly opinion? I don't think we do, to be honest. See, this guy gives us an extra 5% political power. However, to be honest, we're not coming to the end of what we need political power for. However, it's starting to become less and less important. I mean, we're not influencing other countries. If you were playing like as Germany or something along those lines, and you were, for example, the whole making the USA fascist, that's what you use that for. Let's get this air superiority guy. That's it, and that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Conquered Uruguay, and Paraguay is next on our list. All right, cheers. Thanks a lot. Bye.